Witam, everybody.
What did you say?
Witam.
Weetum?
Witam. It's Polish for hello.
Wait them big guys in this little room.
We them real big guys.
That little room. Wait them.
Clearly, everybody's not as cultural as me.
Yeah.
Glad you're here with us today. As this is our last episode with Paul to my left, and then to the left of him is Xavier.
Howdy.
But he will be back on in the future.
Yeah, he'll be back on in the future, for sure. We were glad to have him on for 4 weeks.
Yes.
That we recorded all in the same week.
Eric will be back too.
Yes,
We want
absolutely.
Eric
And then
back too.
Oh, yeah.
I am Dale Young, and then off screen to my right is
The man, the myth, the movement,
Range J.
Joseph.
Period
the miracle.
Armitar.
With an OR on the end.
It's not spelled right. That's another
Right.
get to know fun fact with Range. His
The
name is-
mangy.
So
Thinking of another M. That's all I got.
Our get to know you today. Before we get into our get to know you, don't forget that our podcast and YouTube comes out on Wednesday.
Podcast.
Podcast. You can tell.
The podcast.
You can tell that we have been at it because this is what happens.
The podcast.
It comes out at 2. You spit all.
Just make sure you listen to the podcast.
We don't.
So comes out at 2 p.m. podcast, 4 p.m. YouTube. This week we will be talking about homeschool. Should Christians homeschool their kids? So we'll be talking about that this Wednesday. So please tap in for that.
It hit you in your spirit. That hit you.
And so let's get to our get to know you. Today is the day before Halloween. So we're going to just go around the room and talk about our top 3 things that we like about Halloween. Or if you're one of those people watching this that we don't talk about Halloween, your top 3 things you like about the Fall Harvest Festival. The Fall Harvest Festival. Whatever you like about the Fall Harvest Festival.
Yes. Candy, costumes.
Now, I will say this. This has nothing to do with this. My most embarrassing moment was at a Fall Harvest Festival because I grew up. We didn't talk about Halloween.
Right.
You did.
Yeah, you did the fall festival.
We did fall festival.
That's what Jesus would do.
Yeah. And so my mother made me dress up for the fall festival. I was 12. My sister was 7. And she
You dressed up as the numbers?
Nope. I'm just giving you the ages.
Okay.
But she made us dress up together as Adam and Eve.
Wait, what?
We were Adam and Eve.
That is some Mississippi, Alabama backwoods.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what if it wasn't bad enough that now my supposed wife is my sister, and all of my friends are at this fall festival.
Wow.
My costume was a green towel that she had stapled and glued leaves all over it, and I'm just wearing. I had. Shorts.
Why did she
You
think
had
that was a
undies
good
on under
idea?
that, right?
Like,
you weren't,
from
you
the
weren't
look-
commando
I
at
wasn't
the fall
committed.
festival.
No.
From the look to the idea, like what was old Janet thinking?
I don't know, but
It is in the Bible. She's trying to put the Christ in witchcraft.
Let's
Halloween.
think things through.
Yeah. Trust me, it was a trauma dog for me. So
Man.
let's get to our top 3. We'll start. Do you want to start with you, Range, today?
All right. So, my first favorite thing about Halloween is just getting to be with everybody. So like at the house, I cook a huge pot of gumbo, and we just kind of hang out in the front yard. And then whenever it starts getting a little bit dark, then we all just kind of walk the neighborhood, and do the thing. But absolutely, the hanging out at the house, cooking the gumbo in the front yard.
I remember last year I had 100-degree fever.
Sure enough, last year was rough for you.
walking.
And last year was right before we left to go
To
somewhere.
Seattle,
Because
because we brought home the 3
yeah.
widows.
Yeah,
and
y'all
your
left
wife
with-
showed you no mercy. She was like, you walking this whole neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a
Oh.
phenomenal Halloween for me because after Halloween was over and they were all hyped up on sugar, mine went to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
I was like dying.
Yeah.
Like,
But so
I was sweating.
that's my
Dang.
first or top for
Yeah.
Halloween.
No, that's a good one. Whenever I'm not sick.
My first one would have to be Haunted Mansion from Disney. It's like turning on me.
You swing it too wide now.
Swing it too wide. My first one would have to be Haunted Mansion from Disney. I get that the
Like
movie,
number 3 or your favorite?
probably my overarching favorite. like
Okay.
my number one. Because no, the movie doesn't come out on Halloween. It is a Halloween movie,
Mm-hmm.
which the new one is coming out this year.
October 4th.
Right.
The
And
new one.
Oh no, it already came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, it already came
at
out.
this point, yeah, it's already out.
Yeah, a month ago.
And I've probably already watched it twice.
It's a good show. It was really
But
good.
we also decorate our home in Haunted Mansion stuff for
That's dope.
Fall Harvest Festival.
So stupid.
You can't have skeletons.
We
That's not
actually have-
biblical.
So Ryan loves. We have one skeleton that sits by our front door named Theodora, and she wears Haunted Mansion Mickey ears.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's my number one.
I think for me, it's been since adoption and like doing like themes with the kids and like us all picking out and doing like family costumes. That's a lot of fun. This year we're doing Wizard of Oz, and I'm so excited.
You gonna be the lion?
Yeah.
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 That's
How'd
all
you
that.
know?
That's just a guess.
I mean, that's
knew.
been my.
It's just a
guess,
gift.
What a king! I can do the.
too.
Yeah.
By the way, he's never seen Wizard of Oz.
Okay,
Oh,
careful swinging it now.
So,
It's
yeah.
on its last.
Right. Yeah. No, this thing's struggling. So Jessica and I were actually having this conversation in the pool yesterday. Well, whenever we filmed this yesterday, whatever. It doesn't matter at this point.
It's fine. Just commit.
That I couldn't. She said something about one of them not having a brain and one of them needing courage. And
Yeah, one of them didn't have a heart.
whatever. Yeah. And I couldn't. She was flabbergasted that I couldn't tell her which ones needed what.
You've never seen The Wizard of Oz?
I've seen parts of it. I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through.
I think Zaza's going to be Tin Man or Scarecrow. That's
So-
going to be
That's gonna
amazing.
be-
The alarming thing is this: the way he's speaking of it. Is it not weird because he's saying it like this is a new thing? Like, like I think one of them's a brain.
Yeah. One of them's a
Like-
heart. One of them's courage.
Yeah, like everybody else already knows. Like you don't have to talk about it like that. So yeah, so that's cool that y'all are doing that.
Yeah,
he hasn't
yeah.
seen it. So
That-
it'll be,
that's one of my
send him a
favorite
picture. He'll not
Well-
have a clue what y'all are.
Well, to be fair too, it's also because the way I grew up, not allowed to really celebrate.
Absolutely.
Like when
Yeah.
I was like, I remember like going out. Y'all gonna make fun. Y'all gonna judge me for this. This is homeschool. First time I went out to go trick or treating and to get candy, I swear I was like 14. 14.
I'm with you on
14,
that.
and I was wearing my Taekwondo uniform.
I
That
am-
was my outfit.
So,
I was
so
a
we're clear.
ninja with my other friend. Yeah, just keep
So
trucking.
you know me. I can't judge you because I, as a kid, never got to go. I've never been. As an adult, like I took my kids, but I've never.
Yeah,
That was
that's not
That was a loss
homeschool.
Yeah.
That,
That was a loss.
I love.
my
I love
first
Halloween.
time going, I was 17 years old, and I dressed up. I made my own costume, but I was Blank Man. You ever seen Blank Man?
I have.
Yes, Blink Man.
I'll show you when we're done.
Yeah.
Blank Man.
boy.
I was Blank Man.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love
it's a
that.
you have
black
a
black
problem?
superhero.
Black superhero.
Oh, I thought he maybe had a problem swearing. Like blankety blank blank.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's a Wayans movie.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. After.
Okay.
But yeah, my third favorite, because I'm going from 3 to 1.
Oh Lord.
Is just the season itself. Just the leaves, even though it's just hit and miss with Texas. Maybe every third year you get changing color of
Get
the
like a
leaves.
week of fall.
Right. But just the even though I don't drink them, but the pumpkin spice lattes, the smells, the sights, all of that, just all of that together. I just love it.
That's by God's design right there.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Go ahead.
Beautiful.
do your
Well,
number
that
two.
was
no. He's number 2.
Oh,
We're going back this way.
number 2.
Number 2 is movies.
Okay. But you say
Focus,
so we're clear.
Specifically,
Hocus
You
Pocus.
don't like scary movies. Which you like?
No. This isn't
don't wanna-
like no horror movies. These are fun loving and cheering movies. Okay?
It's not it.
So Phantom of the Megaplex, if you haven't seen it, it's a Disney Channel original movie. You should watch it. It's corny. It's great. You'll love it. The Little Vampire.
Little Vampire.
The Little Vampire, bro.
Yeah.
That's one. And then my number one favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I think that's the one we're watching on Wednesday with
Probably.
the families.
Yeah, probably. Our kids love that one too. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Solid.
All right. Yep.
So Dutch Bros Campfire Cold Brew. It comes around this time of year.
So that's
every
your
year.
number
Campfire cold
That is
brew.
what it goes along in
I
line
haven't
though
tried
with the
that.
drinks. That's one of my
What is
favorite
it?
ones.
What is it? What is
It's
the
a
taste?
toasted. So what
Like
they
a
do is they
s'more?
do the marshmallow, but then they actually get the flames and like toast the top of it. Ooh,
Is it? Never mind.
But it's
I'll
like a
just-
s'more taste to it.
good. I know it's pretty good.
It's more like.
Yes, it's
What
very
did-
good.
What did you just?
What was that?
Very good. Tastes pretty good. It does. It tastes very good though. I'm telling you, it is.
No, that sounds good, and I don't even like
too far
stuff like that,
away.
but that's-
So
Yeah.
So my number 2 for Halloween is our neighborhood. Fun fact, our neighborhood is rated top 3 best Halloween neighborhoods in all of Houston.
Fake news.
Um, like people decorate more in their yard for Halloween in our neighborhood than they do
For
Christmas.
Christmas,
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like
That-
it's crazy our
Yeah.
neighborhood. Like we have haunted
But like
houses.
the whole neighborhood gets down for it though. See, that's
like
super cool.
we have a couple people that
Yeah.
have dropped probably $100,000 in their yard. Yeah, there's
That's
people
insane.
that,
That's
like,
really cool.
like
Yeah.
there's haunted houses in their front yards. Like
Yeah.
they like put
yeah,
up
yeah.
full structures. Like
Yeah.
it's,
We had that in Colorado Springs. It was
Spending
ridiculous.
$100,000 willy nilly. Just give me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just pay for my Disney trip. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
So yeah,
I'll
my
come
number
stand in
2.
your yard and
Because
act like a
my number
zombie.
2 would have been what Range's first one was. I love that we all get together. I love Range's gumbo, and that it's kind of a tradition that we kind of all go and do. So my next one was absolutely going to be our neighborhood. Just
Yeah.
the streets are packed and
Like carefree.
it's just it's really cool. And like I came from a really small town where, there might not have been 6 people.
You
on
lucky you had a
on the
pit bull to
road.
hang out with.
Yeah. And you go to houses where they give you an apple. That type stuff. So just
Was
seeing
it like a lady in a black robe?
no, it's this old man. Him and his
And it
was like,
Oh, man, G,
Yeah, he took a bite.
He bit into it and gave it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red did right here. The red did right here. Yeah, yeah, the red did right here.
But Dale, I know Dale's going to give me a hard time about this one, but yeah, this is my last one. My next one is not something that has actually happened yet, but it's going to be one of my favorites, I believe. The boys this time of the year, they have started asking about going camping.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
so
okay.
this time of the
Camping.
year, going to do
Oh,
that
okay.
with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I foresee that being
dope.
Yeah.
a new
That'll be
favorite.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Go. Okay.
I think that's cool. Like, I should probably go with you because my son keeps asking, and I don't love camping. I'm terrified of the woods. There's a lot of things in those woods. Yep.
Fake news.
No, it's not fake news.
It ain't gonna get you.
That's
You
what
don't bother
everybody-
them, they won't bother you.
That's what everybody says until they get got. So my last one is, and I've only gotten to do it. I can't remember if I got to do it twice, but I know I've got to do it once. Is I love the Boo to You parade at Disney.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that.
And it is
Okay.
annoying. I usually don't like Disney parades. Let me rephrase that. I do like Disney parades. I usually don't watch Disney parades because everybody's watching them. So I'm like, oh, let's go get rides
Right.
because there's less
Go
people.
knock out a couple while
Yeah.
they're
But the Boo to You parade, I will stop and watch I love the song, and it's annoying because iTunes only does the instrumental of it, won't do the song.
Yeah.
Boo to you, and I love it. I love that. I love the song. I love the whole thing. Like, yeah. Have you ever been to Mickey's Not So Scary? It's pretty.
I have honestly never have, but again, my parents would never have made it a priority. We always went at Christmas, but always gone in the late December, early January. So always see all the Christmas lights, but
Yeah.
never gone that time of year.
The Halloween stuff is arguably I like the Christmas more just because I love Christmas more. But the decorations for Halloween are pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's Disney.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to go and be there over the night.
That it changes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they start working on that like months before. It's crazy. Like when they start like putting out the lights and everything. And that process is insane.
No, they do it all in one night.
All in one night.
One night.
For the Christmas lights?
Yeah.
You can watch a YouTube video. It's 19 travel trailers.
Something crazy.
Like, and they
Okay.
have a holiday crew that literally tears down and sets up and all. I mean, there's certain things that go out sporadically, like all the gingerbread houses and the hotels are not out that night, but the parks are transitioned in one night. It is the coolest. Like, you should watch the YouTube video. It's really cool.
Dang. My last one is a really tiny thing that I love are Reese's Pumpkins. I love those a lot. I like those little guys.
Do they taste different than
just
regular Reese's?
That's just
That hit your spirit too, didn't it, Reigns?
to me, it
Anything
does hit a little.
Reese's
Yeah. So that's the honorable mention.
ooh.
My real number 3, which I just have the most fond memories of, even as a child. I had kind of a crazy aunt that I love her to death. My Aunt Paula. I might be named after, but my Aunt Paula, she taught me how to do a jack-o'-lantern, and like I still love that. And I'm ashamed to say, I'll say it on here for accountability purpose, I've yet to do like legitimate jack-o'-lanterns with like all of my kids. Maybe I can do that this year. Need to knock that out and do that because I love that.
Well,
That's
that's
such a fun tradition.
Well, that's actually my number one favorite thing is carving pumpkins. We
so
do
much
it.
fun.
We do
Yeah.
it every year.
Yeah.
It started out with Lauren and I and Deuce, and then Zavi, and now Kaya, and we just love it.
Are yours like these like works of art that are held on by 2 strips of pumpkin one at a time?
No, a lot of times I'm just helping the kids. Like Lauren will do an extravagant one, but I'm just helping Deuce and Zavi and Kaya, just making sure that they're, because a lot of times with Kaya and Deuce, they're such perfectionists. So there's got to be great. Zavi's is just,
It's gonna have a hole in it.
I mean, it is falling apart and he don't care.
Yeah.
And he has this imagination to where, oh, it's actually this, and it's just like,
Right.
yeah. So, but yeah, that's my number one favorite thing to do with my kids.
What is it about that that's so satisfying? Like even the hollowing out of the pumpkin and like getting it like clean and pristine inside there.
I think it's the idea that you're getting to create something that you feel like is going to be like. It's funny that you said, like, I always feel like when I start, I'm more excited than when I finish. And I'm like, oh, that didn't come out at all. Like I wanted it to.
That's true. I feel like the process is way better than the final result. You're just like, no, that's like a 6 out of 10.
Especially now that there's the TV shows where they like have those professional carvers.
Yeah,
Like I'm
we
like,
never.
what's the use?
That's like the professional sandcastle.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I don't even
yeah.
make sandcastles anymore. Like they ruined it for me. So awesome. That was good. That was some good stuff. So make sure, like we said, check this out. Like, subscribe. Podcast will be out 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and YouTube will be out 4 p.m. And check us out as it's Paul's last episode with us, and we will be talking about homeschooled and should your child be in there if you're a Christian. So see you on Wednesday. Hope you have a wonderful Halloween or Fall Harvest Festival, guys.